Today we are going to speak about the heart of the maintenance documentation. We had spoken before that the knowledge is the blood in the maintenance, that you need some knowledge, some information to be able to do the maintenance and to keep the maintenance living, and we had explained it in our previous chats. Today we are going to speak about what is in the heart of the maintenance documentation. And from this heart you drive the maintenance book. We said we need to follow the book. We need to follow the maintenance by the book. What is the book of the maintenance? Whether it is manual book, it is on the computer, it is an expensive automated system for maintenance, whatever the book, you need this heart of the maintenance documentation before you start writing your maintenance book, whether it is on computer system or manual one. So beginning, we need to start with the question: do we really need a maintenance documentation? We do a lot of maintenance without documentation. We are going to see a live example, and then we are going to reflect about it in the bigger industrial systems and organizations. So what about your car? Your car, you are checking the oil level, fueling it, adding coolant, adding the wipers, water, and you're not checking the car manual or the car documentation every time you need to do one of these activities. Actually, you can find all around in the car some indications for the level of the oil, the level of the water, coolant water, the type of the fuel you need to use, the tire pressure. You can find it on the door of your car. And you can find that who are working in this area, they are doing this without returning to the documentation. Supposedly that you are going to give your car to one of your child, then he need to know where to get this information from and how to do it himself, and he need to check it every time to make sure that he is doing it right. So why we need to do it right? For example, if you take the tires pressure as one example, if you are not adjusting, if you didn't adjust that car pressure tires properly, then you are going either to hear the car, you are going to make the driving unstable, you are going to load more fuel or consume more fuel from your car. If the temperature or the weather is changing, it's extremely hot now, and then we are going to the winter, the adjustment of the tires pressure differs. These different conditions generates the need to have a reference for every season pressure, for every driving conditions pressure. Supposedly that you are filling your car tires with nitrogen instead of normal air, then you need also, when you are refilling it, to take care of this information and to pass this information. So you need some documentation to find inside it all what you need to do in the car for your safety, for the efficiency of the usage of your car. So we are not giving a lesson about the cars, but just a typical life example. Whether you had a car and you are doing this, or you can see other people around you doing these activities, and then you can revert to it. But do I need every time to repeat reading it? No, I need to read it once, twice, 3 times till I'm sure and concrete about the information, and frequently I need to return back to it. And if I'm passing the information or the task to another person, I need to give him a source to the documentation where he can find this information. And so what we need to find inside the documentation: first, we need to know what maintenance activities to do and when to do it and how to do it, how to prepare for it, if I need to prepare parts or liquids or whatever, and then what I do during the maintenance activity itself, execution, and what is the result and how to measure this result. So I need one document to contain all this. That's what we call the maintenance manual. The source of this usually is the maintenance manual. Usually any equipment is delivered with a maintenance manual. Your car is delivered with a maintenance manual. If you are purchasing equipment for your workshop, for your working place, it's coming with a manual which is telling you what activities need to be done for the maintenance and what the results of the maintenance should be and what precautions and parts you should prepare. So the maintenance manual is a very important part. If you don't have a maintenance manual for your equipment and you can't find it, either you can reach to your vendor if you can speak with him, you can reach to online sites. You will find the links to these sites in the chat itself or in the post itself, where you can find the link in the description. You can reach to one of these sites, either it's free or paid ones, and you can find even all the equipments, the manuals on these sites. You can go, let's say you can give these activities to outsourcing, or to outsource this activity so they can, someone experienced it can do it for you, or you can get a consultant to do this activity for you. Another option, which is a great one, you can, if you have your team doing this maintenance activity, but you don't have a maintenance manual, you can start by recording what the maintenance team do and consider this that's the maintenance manual, and then updated, upgraded, and adjusted till you reach to the performance that you need. So you generate your own maintenance manual, and from the maintenance manual you generate your book. What is expected to find in these maintenance manuals? In the maintenance manual, usually you find different types of or versions of the same model. You find it in the same manual, and then you need to pick your version of the model so you can know the specifications and the tasks, the exact tasks and type of parts or fluids and so on related, and adjustments related to your this special type or this special model of your machine. You will find also some precautions while doing the activities. Take care of this, switch off this, switch on this, and you need to find that you will find the types of the parts that you are going to use. Maybe you find some visual description of some of the activities that you need to do. You need to find its period and if you're doing, and some tests, and if you need to do it. That's a very small example derived from maintenance manual of a car. If you need to change some bulbs of light bulbs by your own, so it's telling you in each one of these three types in the heads, you can find the cover A, for example, and that's for the dipped beams. You need to take off to remove the cover A, and then to remove the clip 1. You can see that this visual indication, and then you need to use bulb light of type H7, and then there is a precaution that it's pressurized, so adjusted from the base, not from the bulb itself, so it's not broken, and that's a risk of injury. So you can see that there's some risk or warning here, and you can see also take care of the if the engine is hot and the fan is working, and take care of your local regulations about the lights and so on, and that's equal for the other lights and the type of their types of parts. So that's what we mean that we need to find in maintenance manual. That's the type of the document we need to look for: visual indication, numbering, pointing, types, precautions, and so on. That's what we need. You can need also to find some regular maintenance tasks. You need to find the time every month, every 2,000 hours of operation, every year, every whatever, and then you can find also the test, how to, if there are some things that you need to do the test. We had extensive talking about why you need tests and the hidden failures from the parts or sensors or protection equipment that you don't test it in our course about the reliability and the hidden failures and the how dangerous is the hidden failure and how it can bring some cascaded failures due to a hidden failure. You'll find this in details in our course about the basis of the maintenance and with the chapter which is a summary of the reliability. The last point about the maintenance manual, either directly usable. Actually, for small machines, for your car and so on, it's directly usable. Yes, you open the manual and use it directly. For other equipment, industrial equipment or big equipment, as we had said about the our equipment in industry and so on, you will find many versions, many types, many schedules every 1 day, every 1 week, every 1 month. So you need to take out this information and you put it in other documents that's handy to use for the everyday usage, and whether you put it in an electronic system or you put it in just in a paper book and you follow the book or the maintenance book. If you feel that you need some help with any of these ideas, you can contact us directly on our site, simpleways.life, or you can ask for our consultation service on Fiverr. You can follow our trainings on Udemy, and see you in coming chats.